Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Sunday. We have 8 matchups on this NBA slate today. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And if you guys like betting on NBA player props, you already know, go ahead and sign up with ParlayPlay. Get 5 free entries when you guys sign up. So go ahead and take advantage, get some nice wins as we close out this weekend. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Pretty big slate today as we close out the weekend, starting with the Brooklyn Nets versus the Boston Celtics. Boston opening up as 3.5 point home favorites with the over/under at 227.5. The last 10 head-to-head, Brooklyn 7-3, 7-3 covering the spread. The overs hit in 6 out of the last 10 matchups. No major injuries for Brooklyn here, so especially since they're on the road, looks like Kyrie and KD are good to go, barring any kind of crazy injuries or anything. Brooklyn on a 3-game losing streak, just 3-7 in their last 10. They did lose their last matchup to Boston, 129-106. Boston 8-2 in their last 10. 7-1 at home. Boston playing good home basketball here. Jaylen Brown is questionable. Be sure to check his status. That's going to be a huge. It's going to be a huge addition or loss for Boston at home if Jaylen Brown is not good to go. For me, if Jaylen Brown's good to go, I like the Celtics at home. If Jaylen Brown is out, I like Brooklyn plus 3.5 on the road with KD. I mean, KD looked great in his return back. I'm not worried about KD at all. Kyrie will be fine. They just need some scoring from some other areas, but without Jaylen Brown, that's going to definitely hurt them because Brooklyn's going to keep it competitive, that's for sure. So yeah, if Jaylen Brown's out, rolling with the Celtics. Or Jaylen Brown's in, we're rolling with the Celtics. If he's out, we're going to take Brooklyn plus 3.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Phoenix Suns versus the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks opening up as 7.5 point home favorites with the over/under at 231. The last 10 head-to-head, Phoenix is 6-4, 6-4 covering the spread. The overs hit in 7 out of the last 10 matchups. No Devin Booker for the Suns here. That's going to be a huge loss for them. Phoenix 8-2 in their last 10. One of those was a 131-107 win over the Bucks. The Bucks 6-4 in their last 10. Phoenix just 2-5 covering the spread right now. Milwaukee 4-1 covering at home against Phoenix. Yeah, I like the Bucks at home. You got no Chris Paul, no Devin Booker. Going to be tough without your star players to come into Milwaukee and get a win. Yeah, give me Milwaukee money line and spread at home without the major stars for the Suns. Next matchup, we have the Indiana Pacers versus the Washington Wizards. The Wizards opening up as 3-point home favorites with the over/under at 227.5. The last 3 head-to-head, Indiana is 2-1, 1-2 covering the spread. The overs hit in 2 out of the last 3 matchups. No major injuries. Lance Stevenson is questionable. Looks like Porzingis is good to go for Washington. That's a good sign. The Pacers 3-7 in their last 10. One of those was a 113-108 win over Washington. Washington 4-6 in their last 10. A pretty ugly matchup here. Definitely not in love with this one. Pacers just 1-6 on the road. I'm gonna take the Pacers plus 3 on the road. Not sold with this matchup. Both teams playing pretty poorly. Wizards just 1-3 in their last 4. Pacers haven't done much. They got that win over Boston. That's been their only really good win in a while. But we'll take Pacers +3 on the road in probably one of the worst games on the slate. Next matchup, we have the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Houston Rockets. Memphis opening up as 11-point road favorites with the over-under at 237.5. The last 3 head-to-head, Memphis is 3-0, 2-1 covering the spread. The overs hit in each of the last 3 matchups. Memphis 7-3 in their last 10. Houston 0-10 in their last 10. Yeah, Houston on a 12-game losing streak. Yeah, it's pretty ugly for Houston. 0-5 at home. You have Memphis 12-4 covering the spread. Yeah, I want no part of this Rockets team at home. Memphis playing just too good of basketball here to really fade them. Give me, add Memphis money lines to your parlays, and be cautious with that double-digit spread, but throw them in a teaser, take them on a spread with caution. Next matchup, we have the Utah Jazz versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Jazz opening up as 13-point road favorites with the over-under at 233.5. I'm sorry, 223.5. The last 10 head-to-head, Utah 6-4, 3-7 covering the spread. The overs hit in 3 out of the last 10 matchups. No Mike Conley for the Jazz here. OKC, no Lou Dort, Jerome Williams, Favors. They're all out for this matchup. The Jazz 8-2 in their last 10. OKC just 3-7 in their last 10. The Jazz on a 5-game winning streak against OKC. OKC going to be missing a lot of players in this matchup. I know the Jazz will be out without Mike Conley, but I think they'll be just fine without against this Thunder team that's been playing awful, missing tons of players. Give me the Jazz, add them to your moneyline parlays, throw them in your teasers, and for the spread, be cautious with that spread and bet that spread with caution. Next matchup, we have the Toronto Raptors versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs opening up as 4.5-point home favorites with the over-under at 209.5. The last 3 head-to-head, Cleveland is 2-1, 2-1 covering the spread. The overs hit in 1 out of the last 3 matchups. No Fred VanVleet, Wilson and Johnson are all out as well. Toronto just 4-6 in their last 10 on a 2-game losing streak to some pretty bad teams, losing to Orlando and Detroit. Cleveland 4-6 in their last 10. They're on a 3-game losing streak as well. They haven't been playing too hot. Toronto just 1-5 covering the spread right now. Yeah, look, I like Cleveland at home. No Fred VanVleet. The Raptors just really haven't looked the same without VanVleet in the lineup. And, OG Anunoby's been out as well. So that's why they've been that's why they've been having a rough time these last 2 or 3 weeks. And I like Cleveland at home. They're 19-11 at home, which is really good. We're taking Cleveland money line and spread at home. Next matchup, we have the New Orleans Pelicans versus the Denver Nuggets. Denver opening up as a 3-point road favorite with the over-under at 227.5. The last 3 head-to-head, Denver is 2-1, 2-1 covering the spread. The overs hit in 1 out of the last 3 matchups. I do see Jokic is probable, which is a good sign. Pelicans on a 4-game win streak, 6-4 in their last 10. Denver 8-2 in their last 10. Denver 8-3 covering the spread, 5-1 at home, playing good home basketball. Pelicans 4-1 covering the spread. They're actually playing pretty good basketball too, surprisingly. I trust Denver more at home. Look, I just don't trust the Pelicans. They're playing good. Choose the Pelicans if you guys want, but Denver at home, man, I'm gonna take that all day. 18-11 at home, 26-12 as the favorite. Yeah, I'm rolling with the Denver -3 and money line at home. Next matchup and the last matchup, we have the New York Knicks versus the Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers opening up as 4-point home favorites with the over-under at 217.5. The last 3 head-to-head, the Knicks are 2-1. 2-1 covering the spread. The overs hit in 2 out of the last 3 matchups. No Toppin or Grimes for the Knicks. I don't think that's too much of a factor. The Knicks 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on a 7-game losing streak, and then the Clippers on a 5-game winning streak. Kind of crazy the run they're on. The Knicks just 1-9 on the road, 1-6 covering the spread. Clippers 7-1 covering the spread. Yeah, give me the Clippers at home, man. They're just playing too good. I know the Knicks are due for a win. I really don't like chasing wins because you either get lucky and they get that win and get a win streak going, or they keep on losing like they have been. Clippers on a 5-game winning streak. Love to ride win streaks, and we're going to do that again. Taking the Clippers money line and spread at home. And that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Sunday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Monday. Have a good one.